Welcome back, everybody. It's another episode of The Human Side of Marketing. I'm your co-host, Chris Angel, and I'm here with your host, like always, Kurt Stockwell. Hey, Kurt.
Yes. How you doing?
Good. Great to see you.
Good. Good to see you as well. We are making it into 2021.
We are. Sure enough.
Yeah, we're 3 months in.
Yeah. Sure as shooting. Isn't that what they say? Sure as shooting we are. We're 3 months in. It feels a little bit like there's more breathing room than maybe the last 9 or 10 months has been. Does that feel that way to you?
Yeah, it's for us this year, we've been doing a lot of bids and people are still in decision mode. So I wonder if, usually, you got the transition from one administration to another administration. Everybody kind of just stands there quietly trying not to move. All right, what's going to break,
Right.
And so, it's been good. So we've had a little bit of downtime to focus on kind of some infrastructure and focusing on what we do and what we don't do.
Yeah, I think that's so important. I think it's probably a good segue too into our conversation today. Give me an overview of where we're going.
Yeah. So the title for today is make losing customers one of your top priorities this year.
Yeah. I just love that because, as you said, like about your own business, getting in touch with what you really do, what you don't do. Like, I think that's part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think one of the things in business that can become actually a hindrance is when you say yes to every type of business that walks in the door. You've got your industry, you've got your niche, and then you've got things you can do.
Yeah.
And you could probably do well. But I think saying, and we've kind of touched on this a little bit before with, learn how to say no, but, not taking on all the business that you could, because as we've said before, if you're a mile wide, you're an inch deep. And so I think as we are kind of changing some stuff about what we offer in our business, we are shifting away from some of the clientele that we would have said yes to in the past, just to get more opportunities to say, saying no to some business, but getting more opportunities to say yes to other business. And in some cases, larger projects, more ongoing projects. So personally for us, we're shifting into kind of more of a long-term model for helping businesses fix their marketing from end to end, not just a website.
So just to be clear, when you say, make losing clients a top priority this year, what we're saying is, as you get clearer and clearer about who you are, what you do best, and who you really want to serve, that means you have to let go of the others.
Right.
That's losing the clients.
Exactly.
That's making it a top priority to let go, to cut loose the 80% that give you 20% of your results and retain the 20% that give you 80% of your results. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. And as you grow, it can be kind of a personal thing,
Sure.
saying no maybe to clientele that have been with you a long time.
Yeah.
And it's just like we don't really do that anymore. We're moving on to other things. I always like to try to stay connected and networking with a lot of people, so I can always say, yes, I can help you make that happen.
Right.
We don't do it personally, but let me connect you with somebody who I know is going to take really good care of you.
That reminds me of, I think we talked about this a long time ago. Now, we talk about book utility?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just love the idea that, even if you don't serve these people anymore, it doesn't mean you can't be useful and refer them somewhere else or give them pointers or be a resource for them. It's just that, it's not the kind of work we do.
Yeah, exactly. And, honestly, when you're growing, I think that, and you're focused on different things, maybe your business. I know for us, for example, Andy and I always kind of felt like, my business partner, Andy, we always kind of felt like it would just be him and I, and we would just kind of, knock out smaller projects. And as we've started to grow, we realized, man, we can really make an impact in bigger ways. And so our teams has started to grow. And when your team starts to grow, you have to say, yes to different types of things, because you've got to, pay the bills, and you've got to, pay employees and stuff like that. And that's not the total motivation for shifting your focus as a business. Just growing into bigger things, doing bigger things. Like I said, for us, we're shifting into kind of more of a retainer type model, where businesses are paying a retainer type fee to for a longer period of time to execute more than just a website,
Right.
to create messaging from end to end, from initial customer interest all the way to engagement in multiple ways. And so with that said, we're having to kind of lose customers
Yeah.
on kind of some of that smaller stuff. And honestly, even as I'm saying this, it's hard to say it because I've got, I want to take care of everybody. I mean,
Right.
everybody that walks in the door, I want to take care of them because one of the things I love is seeing small businesses grow.
Mhm.
I'm looking over at the theme for our business, and the theme for our business is when businesses, I'm looking off to the wall here that
Yeah.
it's written on the wall. When small businesses grow, uh, stronger and healthier communities develop, creating more opportunities for everyone.
Yeah.
And I really believe that. And as my small business grows, you have to have hard conversations with some of the other people that you've loved to serve up to this point.
Yeah, for sure. It reminds me of Jim Collins' Good to Great book, where he talks about, actually, this was in Built to Last. He talks about preserving the core of who you are while stimulating progress with how not just how the market's evolving, but even how you're evolving. Like you just said, like your team is growing. You and Andy started off just you and him were going to punch out some projects, but now it's growing. And I think a lot of people get um, comfortable and used to the way it is, and the idea of change, it becomes this barrier. Um, like it's too hard. It's too much work. We've done so much work to get here. Why would we change? And if you're not careful, um, the market, the opportunities, those things evolve. And if you don't evolve with it, if you're not paying attention to it, you can become obsolete to your people. I think it's really
Yeah.
smart that you're going end to end, conversations and messaging end to end, because that's where people, like, you can outsource a website nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you guys started Well Dressed Flowers, it was probably less common for people to outsource websites, but it's even more so now. And I think what's missing is this perspective about messaging all the way through the whole client experience. So that you guys are taking that on is a perfect example of stimulating progress, but still preserving the core of who you are as a company.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like I said, and this has really kind of come from some personal goals of mine to to grow my business, to become less involved in my business almost. So
Yeah.
as your business, one of the things that the business coaching that I've gotten, years and years ago, but it still rings true, is how to build a business that can work without you. Right. And so as we're starting to grow Well Dressed Walrus, I'm trying to figure out ways that I can remove myself from every little piece of the business,
Yep.
and starting to train people to do my job.
Right.
Well, training people to do my job means that we've got to kind of branch out and to do different things, right? So I can focus on other things. So as I've been able to do that with the employees that we have right now, it allows me to kind of think bigger. And as I've been thinking bigger, I've realized, wow, where I thought I wanted to go 10 years ago or 9 years ago is a little bit different than I want to go now.
Hmm.
And to do that, we've got to start saying no to certain opportunities or a certain clientele that we've worked with in the past.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's been kind of something that has been rattling around in my brain and kind of in my heart for the last, year, honestly. And I just thought it might be something to bring out to the community whoever be listening to this, and kind of encourage other people. It's okay to do the same thing.
Is there any, as you've been moving through this thought process, is there a particular thing you've done, or a question you've asked, or a thing that's made it easier for you to do this? Like, best practices, or in the either in the getting ready to do it, or best practices in the already doing it. Like, how do others move into this type of a transition?
Yeah. So for us, as you know, I'm a StoryBrand certified guide and very connected with the whole StoryBrand universe. And one of
Yeah.
the pieces that is now available is a thing called Business Made Simple University. One of the courses in there is Mission Statement Made Simple.
Mm.
And Mission Statement Made Simple, one of the pieces of it is that theme, creating a theme for your business, creating a mission for your business. And again, I'm looking over my shoulder here at the thing that we have on the wall that all my employees read: critical actions, story pitch, key characteristics. And we did that almost a year ago to date, where we went through and figured out what is the mission of this business.
Yeah.
And as I did that, I realized, wow, my perspective on where we are now and where we're going to go in the future is changing.
Yeah.
And doing that exercise helped me realize that. And it also helped me realize that I've got some personal goals that I want to achieve. And to do that, I need to change. The company needs to change. And that's a good thing, you know?
Right.
And so what does that mean? Dwindling all the way down to all of the kind of minutia stuff. That is certain opportunities that walk in the door. We say, sorry, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah. How I just heard that was, a best practice being get clear on what your mission statement is. Like, get clear on your theme, get clear on your story pitch, get clear on, because, you over time, in business, you accumulate the way it's been. You accumulate the things you say, you accumulate your elevator pitch, you just accumulate these things like a really stuffed closet full of, full of scripts and sayings and phrases and offers and prices and all the things. And to come back and be like, hey, let's do some spring cleaning here, right? Being that it's March or whatever, like, let's do some spring cleaning for our business, and let's revisit what we're really doing here. Because by the way, coming off the heels of 2020, like, this is a perfect time to do that. Everything's sort of shifting. So why not do it now? Everything's shifting. It's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do people,
exactly.
how do people start to, do they just do this on their own? Do they go to Business Made Simple? Do they work with you? Like, if your ideal clients listening to this are like, I really need to do that, how do they?
So as a, Business Made Simple University is a course that is a series of courses. One of those things is Mission Statement Made Simple.
Yeah.
And I would just encourage anybody who has an opportunity to take the time to do that, do it. It's something that is going to give you more focus in your life. Personally, as well as your business. If you're leading a company, it gives you an opportunity to, kind of show your employees that, hey, we're not only are we doing this thing and creating this widget or creating this service, but we're doing it for a reason. And so I think the Business Made Simple University is like $275 a year or something like that. I mean, it's
No
pennies.
Yeah,
it's a no-brainer. Yeah. And then as a coach, if anybody needs some help creating that mission statement for your company, I can help out with that as well. But it's really something that it's a really easy course to go through, and there's other courses on there as well.
Yeah, I imagine too, once you go through, you being the person listening to this, go through that process, that's really where you can start to help people. They get clear about something, and now they're like, okay, Kurt, we got clear on what this mission statement is, who we want to serve, all the things. That's where you start to come in and help them with messaging from end to end.
Yeah. So one of the courses, like I said, is Mission Statement is Mission Statement Made Simple. There's courses on messaging. There's courses on that full kind of messaging framework that I was talking about. And if you wanted to work together, you can go to herostory.coach. And the reason why I call it Hero Story is because there's a hero in every story. We've talked about this a lot. And in your own life, you're the hero of your story, but understanding how you are actually the guide for other people is an important thing to understand as well. And there's a lot of things that the Mission Statement Made Simple, as well as the other courses, go into kind of explaining how that can work for your business. So herostory.coach, where you can master the skills needed to improve every area of your business, and really even your life as well. So that's where we can connect if you wanted to learn more about that.
So herostory.coach.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, got it. So good. Awesome stuff, Kurt. I love that. This is episode 59, right?
Episode 59. Yep.
Amazing. So good. And you just keep going. It's so good. I always feel like, I always say content is the constant that keeps the relationship going with your people. And I know that for 59 episodes now, you keep you keep leading a conversation and spurring on the next thought for us to stay relevant in our businesses and keep our businesses moving forward. So such good content. Thank you, Kurt. And until next time.
Yep. Thanks, Chris.